we on yet?
Test and broadcast. We should be live now, I think, maybe.
Are we back? I don't know. I can't find the video on mine, so...
We're live now.
We're live. Alright. I just don't have it on my
I didn't even
playlist.
know what happened. We still had internet and it just died.
Okay, there you go. I've got it. Do you want me to pop that back into the other link?
I think everyone's probably finding their way across already. So
We've got one watching.
we've got 3 in the chat already.
Oh, there you go. 2 watching, 3. We're coming across. Sorry, guys. I'll post it in there. See how that goes. Alright.
I have no idea what just happened, but
We had internet. Doesn't seem to be the internet.
just the stream just died all of a sudden and then it just doesn't reconnect.
Seems to be maybe YouTube
All Streamlabs.
or Streamlabs, the program we use to hook up to YouTube.
Maybe I just switched to OBS and just did the Streamlabs thing.
Yeah, we could try OBS next week. Give it a crack. See if we still have the same problems. Or what's the other one? Stream Buddy. One that Spike uses.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to check that out. He gets people on with video link as well. And we
Yeah.
could do the quiz and we could
I
see
can
the
do that
guys.
with Discord as well.
Yeah, but you can't stream from Discord to YouTube.
No, I can't, but I can set it up to
Oh,
show
yeah,
the video.
okay. We're back again. We're back again anyway. So we were talking about...
Better go and change the link on Facebook now that it's broken.
okay, you do that. We were talking about the automated cars and the different companies, weren't we, that were currently using it, I think was what we were on about. In California, you got General...
And we also, we did have Mal and Paulie drop in as well while we were disconnecting.
Oh, they just came in and then we
Yeah.
had to come to the news stream. Hey guys, how you going? Good to see you. Looking well. But what was I saying? So, General Motors, Alphabet, Waymo, Uber, they're all developing a fleet of self-driving cars for public use at the moment. So, and going to be kicking off in California. There's 65 companies permitted and over 670 autonomous vehicles that are licensed with the DMV, apparently. Waymo is the only company with a permit to test fully driverless vehicles, which means without any human interaction behind the steering wheel, and that's on public roads. AutoX, a Chinese company, recently applied for a driverless permit, but hasn't been approved as yet. So, but there will be cars getting around with absolutely no driver inside the vehicle whatsoever.
All little trucks, mini trucks, and
Yeah, which is a big step up because even if you, I think we might talk about it in a future story tonight, but there's levels of capability in vehicles.
Yep.
They're ranked in different levels in their autonomous capabilities, and I think your Tesla 3 is like a level 2.
yeah, I think they're all about level 2 at the moment.
Yeah, which means you get some assistance, but you still have to be in control.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these are basically a level 5. Interesting stuff. So definitely next step up.
Yeah.
I've got no chat now because I'm still on the old chat window. We got any comments?
Paulie said he's very confused. Confused about the stream or confused about the driverless stuff. He also said he's going to be racing online tonight, so he'll be a silent member soon. Well, there you go. Have fun. Hopefully, you have a win. Yeah. Get on the podium. G'day, Skidmark. Skidmark's in the chat. Evening. How you going,
G'day,
mate?
buddy. Who else we got? Evening.
Danjo said, if I get chopped by a driverless vehicle, I'll lose. He's getting chopped by everything.
Getting chopped by a driverless vehicle. You would want to lose your shit over that. Definitely.
Do you still get done for D even though you're a passenger? I have no idea what the logistics behind that are.
Well, I think you would. Because you're still in charge of the vehicle.
Yeah, but I mean, I think if you went to that level 5, do you still get charged.
Well,
If you're not sitting in the
not if you get
seat
like in a
anymore.
driverless Uber, right? Like that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
That's your plan B. So, yeah, I think we'll wait and see. Wait and see where it takes us.
Mm.
But definitely interesting technology, and that's we're worried about electric cars not being as exciting. At least you're still driving an electric car, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not as exciting if there's no driving involved. It's just a taxi.
Mm.
All right. Opposite end of the scale. Let's come
Not
in.
electric.
No electric. Let's not talk electric. We got something else. Not electric. Not autonomous.
Let's talk blown V8s.
Yeah, let's boosted V8.
It says blown in the
Oh,
article. Yeah, they're headed to the Nürburgring 24 hours with a blown V8 is what they said.
It's twin turbo. It's boosted. Boosted. I call supercharger blown, but not turbos.
Toyota Gazoo Racing have officially confirmed the rumours that they are building a twin-turbo V8 for future Lexus performance cars within a statement on its 24 hours of Nürburgring endurance race campaign next year. The race, which will see Gazoo Racing race its Lexus LC SP Pro Class car for the third year, will be adopting a newly developed V8 twin-turbo engine destined for use on future road cars such as the sports car.
This is exciting stuff because they've been using Toyota's been using the same V8 engine now for how many years?
12 years, I think.
I was going to say 12. Yeah.
Yep.
So
They've been using the Yamaha developed 5-litre naturally aspirated 2UR GSE V8 engine.
Yep.
It's been in service for 12 years and currently still being used in the RCF, GSF, and LC 500.
So it's definitely time for an upgrade to change. And the new one as well has some decent power as well. They're not saying exactly what it's going to have yet,
Yeah.
but they're saying it will have the same sort of numbers to get on par with other counterparts from Germany,
Which
etc.
are boasting power levels in the 400 kilowatts.
Yeah.
Which is pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. And some of the cars are, they actually look really nice. The Lexus is nice on the inside, luxury.
Well, it'll go to other cars as well, right?
Yeah.
And then this will be the next, Toyota V8 to get for an engine swap. Put that in your the crust eater. Laugh.
Custom Dream Industries. Hey, big hello, boys. How you going,
Hey,
mate? G'day, Rob. Zig said, not to cut you down, Dave, but Boost is any intake assistance.
Damn it. No. No, I said boost. No, that's right. You said blown. I said boost is supercharged or turbo. Yeah. That's boosted. But blown I take as supercharged. That's my thoughts. But anyway, I'm just trying to save it now.
The definition of a blown engine is one that has been so severely damaged that it needs to be replaced or completely rebuilt.
That's what Google says?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not the type of blown engine you're thinking of. Yeah, we'll wait and see what comes of them. It'll be interesting. I think it's cool to see that there is some V8s being developed for the market and fairly decent ones as well. So, because a lot of things are moving more towards the twin turbo V6.
Blown refers to forced induction, i.e. turbocharged or supercharged. It's on the Corvette forums. Everything's true on there. I've heard.
Okay.
It's just like the Honda forums.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's true.
What about the
Especially
AU? What about the AU forum?
Especially on the Honda forums, they tell you to fill the oil up until it's coming out the top.
They're just trying to catch someone out.
I guess so.
Helpful buggers, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon? What's your thoughts on the twin turbo V8 from Toyota? Good move. Time for an upgrade after 12 years of Yamaha V8.
Paulie said the 2UR is an extremely good motor. I'd love to get one into something unusual.
Well, it'll be old school now when they bring out this one.
Marv said, yeah, no, Dave, 1GZ GE twin turbo all day.
It's V8, but V8. Alright.
And he said, Danjo says he's all for a less boring Toyota. Rob said pipes are back on evil, running again. Now just everything else for summer nuts. There you go.
There you go.
Mad.
So getting so evil ready, the hot rod, obviously.
And Zig said, don't forget the bottle.
Oh, nice. Aha. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about my drink for a minute. No, it's alright, I've got another one still. I don't need the bottle yet.
You're all good, Marv. That's alright. We don't mind you guys having a bit of conversation in the chat. That's fine.
That's what it's there for. No, definitely. Go for it.
I'm trying to build a bit of a community here. So.
Next story. We've got another story.
Yeah, we do.
And you've got to keep everyone entertained in case our stories get boring. So if you just keep yourselves entertained and chat,
here's one
for us.
We talked about, was it last week we talked about? Well, no, it was a couple of weeks ago because it was 1st of December, right? So
when we talked about the
crotch cams.
Crotch cams, yeah, the mobile phone cameras coming in New South Wales. And we know Zig's down in Sydney. Was that Zig caught on camera there? Was that you driving, Zig, or was that you and the passenger driving? Or you? He was watching the latest video on his mobile. It was Tuesday night, and the video had just come out on Overtaking Lane. So he thought he better tune in and watch, and got his passenger to drive, right?
Yeah.
So that's a classic picture. But it says that they, in their first week, they got like more than 500 a day already. One of the worst spots being Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Wow. They've more than 3,300 motorists have been nabbed using their phones in the first week of mobile phone detection camera rollout. Yeah,
they checked over
773,000.
More than 750,000 cars, in that time. If you did get nabbed, you're very
pretty
lucky.
Yeah,
you are lucky.
3-month grace period.
Because there's no fines yet. They've brought the cameras in, but there is a grace period. So they'll send you a warning letter and let you know that you've been nabbed and don't do it again. Because if you do, once that grace period's over, it's $344 and 5 points.
And you especially don't want to get caught in Queensland where it's $1,000.
As of January.
Yeah, well, they're not bringing these in until 2020. So
yeah, January. I think the $1,000 comes in Queensland, but it would be nearly that anyway because you've got double demerits. Has that started? Double demerits started in New South Wales.
I think it has, or I think it's about to. If it hasn't already.
School holidays, double demerits. So that'd be 10 points if you got caught on your mobile at the moment. That's nearly licence gone, right?
Yeah.
That's if you've got full points. It's definitely licence gone if you don't have full points. So, end of February, that grace period expires.
They're getting around 500 drivers a day.
Yeah.
Doing the wrong thing.
Yep.
With double demerits starting Friday, so from tomorrow onwards.
Okay.
If this is from this week.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. There you go. So
Harbour
from tomorrow
Bridge,
onwards.
Lucas Heights and Nowra were the worst areas. So you're laughing at
the
comments.
comment. Dan Joe said, at first glance at the photos, I thought the driver was a very lucky man.
No, he's not getting a helping hand. But you raised a good question about that picture, right?
Yeah, why doesn't he just give his mate the phone to text?
Yeah, why isn't the passenger just texting for him? It's like, hang on, you drive while I text.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
It is, don't they say actually at 60 kilometres an hour that looking at your phone for 2 seconds at 60 kilometres an hour, you are driving blind for 33 metres.
Yeah.
That's the issue, I guess, and you know, there's a risk that you have an accident in that time, and there's a risk that you injure somebody else, right?
Yeah.
That's the big thing. So I think we'll see a drop in the usage with these.
Yeah, well, they've already said they've seen a reduction in the non-compliance rate by 2/3 since they first trialled the technology early this year.
There you go. I know that even in the last few days, jumping in my car, because I've always put it up in in the holder, you know, and I can see it. Got there, I'm driving, got my phone right there. So you see any messages and stuff come through. But the last few times, I've actually just left my phone in the pocket. I can still answer it because if it rings, I actually can answer it on the steering wheel, with Bluetooth and stuff like that. But it does stop me looking at messages and stuff coming through. Well, you're tempted at the lights.
Well, ever since I got the Google Pixel, I've set it all up so that I can do everything with voice commands. It sits in my pocket. Whenever I get a message, I just go, "Hey Google, can you read it to me?"
Yep.
It's even responded to me now. So
Rain can be an adventure. I can help you find a good book.
It's going to find me a book.
Hey Google, can you tell us a joke?
Won't be able to. I don't know. Oh, I did respond to you.
Okay, here's a joke. I'll tell you what I love doing more than anything. Trying to pack myself in a small suitcase. I can hardly contain myself.
So, but yeah, I do have the option for Google on my phone as well, but it's actually really terrible at understanding me, and quite often it rings the wrong people. And that's,
well, I've had to change a whole bunch of contact names to get it worked out because I was trying to call Paige the other day, and it was like, let's call Pegasus. And it listed me a bunch of companies with the name Pegasus. They said, which one do you want to call?
It might not just start ringing people. I'll say something, next minute it's ringing, and you're like, no, fuck. Don't ring him. I haven't spoken to him for 10 years. Thinking, what the hell is he ringing? And then they ring me back. Did you ring? Oh, sorry.
I've got the hiccups.
Damn Google. There you go. I'm back on the wrong chat. Hang on, I've got to close that chat. I'm on the old stream. We got any comments going on?
Mark said he'd love to see the 4.8 litre done as a V12. Would be a 7.2 litre V12, basically a 440.
That would be impressive.
Zig said you can't drink from a bottle at the lights while in the driver's seat here too, and we're in the 40s at the moment.
Jeez. Yeah, that's hard. Not being able to have a drink of water or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink my coffee on the way to work. I definitely drink my coffee on the way to work. I've got a monster big coffee cup that takes me about an hour and a half to get through. So
Dan just said all for not touching the phone in the car, but the 7-inch touchscreen in the dash is okay.
Oh yeah, of course, that's fine.
Marv said if it's a 2019 car, then it's almost 12-inch now. Marv said to ask Google if she wants to take over the world and wait for a response.
Okay, there you go.
Hey Google, do you want to take over the world?
Taking over the world? No way. I'd rather explore it.
There you go. Google doesn't want to take over the world.
Chris Young. He's
G'day,
here.
Chris. How you going?
Late. It's evening from the UK. Is it evening in the UK?
No, it's morning.
Morning. Our evening.
I think it's morning, isn't it? It's normally morning when he tunes in, so...
Yeah.
We're kicking it over into the next story.
You want
Something really exciting.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
It's extreme. It's muscling up.
I see what it was.
It's a Suzuki Swift, the sport. They're muscling it up.
They are, apparently. The Swiftier Swift. And
well, this has more better power to weight ratio than a Toyota 86.
The current one, yeah.
Yeah.
So now this is really just a body kit on this one.
Yeah, at the moment. They haven't announced anything more yet.
But it does have a red pinstripe on the front lip, which, they've got on the Type R Honda. They've got on the i30N.
Yeah.
So it makes it heaps quicker having that red stripe. That's all.
Well, red goes faster. Red goes faster. So.
All those fast cars have a red stripe. All the hot hatches. You're not a hot hatch unless you've got a red pinstripe on your front spoiler.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
B Perkins just woke up. Nothing wrong with a cup of Joe and some Overtaking Lane.
Yeah.
G'day. How you going?
Mate. How you going? Good to see you.
Well, I've got some pumped up black wheel arches, lower suspension, larger alloy wheels, giving the Swift a bit of a tougher stance. I've also got matching side skirts with the red pinstripe. Naturally.
Zig says it looks a bit like a Mini.
It does sort of actually. The new ones.
Yeah.
It's got the side skirts with the red pinstripe, as you mentioned.
I've got another picture.
They've got it on there as well.
There you go. That's what it looks like from the back.
There's also the new rear apron with a mini diffuser and square exhaust outlets.
Good timing that I put
Yeah,
up
it
the
was.
rear
Perfect
picture.
timing. Although the brake package does look a little bit meek, the brakes look tiny as behind these massive wheels and low profile tyres. The front rotors are cross-reeled, which should improve the stopping power. They've also got on here on the back as well twin rear spoilers, one on the top of the tailgate and one below the rear windscreen. And they've also fitted a new bonnet, which we saw just before in the previous photos, which has got a power bulge in the middle, flanked by 2 vents.
Power bulge.
Yeah, that's what they call it in the ad, in the article. On motoring.com.au, they call it the power bulge.
I love it. That's
It's not a hood scoop, it's a power bulge.
I think that's classic. Go fast vents. It'll be the next thing. We've got to wait and see what's going to happen underneath. It
needs to develop around 150 kilowatts and 300 newton meters of torque to compete with the likes of the Renault Clio RS.
Yeah, which apparently goes alright, right?
Yeah, it does. It's pretty quick. I've been in one.
Is
Kept up with the Subies.
That's what Ryan had?
Renault is what Ryan had, yeah.
Not the Clio, that he had the...
He had the Clio RS.
He had the Clio RS, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Swift, as one of my mates has a Swift.
Yep.
And we did a mountain run, and he kept up with a lot of the Subies.
Yeah, you said that thing went alright.
Yeah.
Or do you have not just an exhaust done, wasn't it?
No, not even exhaust. He just had a hole in the exhaust because he was getting the exhaust done later. So he just disconnected.
And that was in the
automatic.
Performance.
Yeah, the Swift Sport, the automatic,
Yeah.
so paddle shift as well.
Okay. So hopefully they do soup it up a bit and see what happens with it.
Because at the moment it's just got the 1.4 litre turbo petrol, which bangs out 103 kilowatts, 230 newton meters of torque. But in the weight that it does pump out more power to weight ratio than a Toyota 86.
Okay. All right. We'll possibly see a souped up Swift in the future. Might replace the Hyundai Marf.
Maybe. But maybe not. Chris Young said, been up since early, kids just finished some chores, and he's finished some chores and kids in school. There you go. Johnny said, doesn't look too bad. Marv said, I get more of a power bulge in my pants. Zig said, power bulge is not new, look at the 250 Cortinas.
Did they call it a power bulge though?
Dan Jazz said, that's a truly ugly car, but I do think a Swift is good value for money. And Chris said the headlights only the letdown from here. And Marv said the problem is the current version only has a single speed CVT. If you get the Sport, I don't think it has a CVT.
Not sure.
And Jamie said few models available, G and GL and the Taylor.
You'd have Tyler and the Taylor.
Yeah, this is the Swift Sport, so it's the turbo one.
Yep. Okay. And does it get the good turbo sounds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why my mate had the hole in his exhaust, so it would make turbo whooshy noises.
Okay. It was just he put a hole in the exhaust temporarily while he waited for the...
Yeah, because he'd only just bought it like that week.
Okay. So it may be necessary that you do need to go to a Suzuki Swift and get out of your Hyundai Marf because although you don't have an i30, that's the next story. Is
hang on, we got a 8Y PO1A Patrol said it's still a hairdresser's car.
Yes, it is.
And Zig said yes, it showed you had 6 pots over the OHC 2.0.
There you go. They called it that.
There you go, Mark. The current version 2018 to 2019 is single speed. Previous Swift Sport had a normal gearbox. There you go.
Well, the i30s.
Mm-hmm.
Now
this is a Hyundai story just for Marf. We brought it in. He said he complained last week we didn't have any stories.
Marf's always upset about the lack of Hyundai stories, we know. So we've got it in there, and the problem is they're being all recalled.
Yeah, over 100,000 of them have been recalled.
Because they're bloody popular. I will say that. The i30s are pretty popular out on the roads. I guess a lot of young people with first cars and...
Yeah.
I don't know.
So 106,441 FD series i30s built between 2007 and 2012 have been recalled.
And it's an airbag problem.
Yeah. but it's not related to the Takata airbags.
which is a major problem for a lot of cars.
Yeah.
And they're talking about some of those Takata problems now. It's a write-off. Like, it's so expensive to replace the airbags that some of the cars that they're going in, they go, nah, that's it, it's a write-off.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't me because I was almost. They did recall the CE Mirage, but only up to 2000. I'm a 2003.
Yeah, well, your car would have been a write-off because it would have been more expensive to replace the airbag than the cost of the car.
You got a new car then, maybe, right?
Well, nah, you just get $2,000 and set on your way. I don't know. What will happen there? Because
and then it blows up, and then I launch a lawsuit or something.
Yeah, what do they do? Because your insurance.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Does the manufacturer foot the bill? I don't know. Either way.
Now, Rat Finks in the chat. G'day, mate. How you going? Morning,
G'day, buddy.
morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. Mate, hope you got your shirt on while you're watching. Well, Overtaking Lane shirt. I don't mean just a shirt in general. You can go shirtless if you want.
It might be too cold over there in the States.
It would be a bit cooler, wouldn't it? He's in the warm part. Warmer.
How cold does it get in the warm part?
Florida. No way. No, Daytona Beach. So, yeah, they've been recalled for the airbag. Is there anything else to talk about on the Hyundais?
No, that's it. It's 8 degrees in Daytona Beach.
8 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Celsius.
It is 19 later. Yeah, 8 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's cold.
46 Fahrenheit. But it is 19 degrees later. So it's about Gold Coast weather.
We've had about...
Gold Coast winter weather.
We've been about 40 degrees.
Some places are up in the 50s.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Celsius, too.
Mark said, I asked for it. Those Series 1 i30s are horrible. I drove one when I worked for Avis before I bought the Veloster. The Series 2 were much better and was part of the shared platform program.
They are a very popular car, which is hence why there's so many callbacks on them. Recalls.
Rat Fink said, always lol. Zig said, airbags are overrated. Just take the buffheads out of the driver's seat.
Don't need them. Most of them sit there with their feet up on the dash anyway, ready to put their knees through their forehead if the airbag does go off.
Yeah, and Chris Young said, start that again. Chris Young said it's damn cold here, 5 degrees.
Yeah, that's a bit chilly for me. All right, so we'll go from that little small car, and we might step it up. Something a little bit bigger.
A mega truck is what I'm going to call it. They call it a jumbo truck, but I want to call it a mega truck.
The mega truck. The Down Under Tundra. I come up with that headline. I thought that was pretty good. The Down Under Tundra.
Who would have one of these?
Yes, I would.
I definitely.
I thought you were questioning, like, sarcastically.
No. I mean, like, who would have one of these? And
you just
let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Now,
does Toyota want us to test it and bring out a video and we can promote it?
Definitely. Yes, please. We'll tow some Cybertrucks around with that thing, because the thing about the Tundra is it is a mega truck, as you're naming it, because they want to bring it out to, like, compete against the Dodge Rams and stuff, right? Yeah. Which are massive trucks. And in the States, they all have their big trucks, right? It's very popular over in the States. But over here, we haven't had them of that size, right? Yeah. The biggest we've gotten to so far was the 150 starting to come out over here a lot more now, and you know, people importing other different models, GMC trucks and stuff like that, but you know, paying big bucks to import them, so you don't see many of them around. But they're talking about actually bringing these out factory right-hand drive.
Zig's off. Catch you later, Zig. Have a great night.
So yeah, they are talking about bringing these factory right-hand drive. So not converted. Yeah. They want to take on the world market with these cars. So to do that, they have to bring them out that way. Yeah. So,
at this stage, they haven't got anything happening yet, but they are both, Toyota North America and Toyota in Australia, both very excited to do something.
And they're saying by 2021 we'll have them. Yeah. So we won't see them next year, but the year after.
To put it into perspective, the current gen Tundra measures 5,814 millimeters in length.
5.8 meters.
As opposed to the Toyota Hilux Rugged X Double Cab, which measures 5,350 millimeters in length.
Okay, so about half a meter bigger than The big.
We've got 1.9 meters in height as opposed to 1.8 in the Hilux. And hang on, I'm reading the wrong one first. 2 meters in width
That's a big difference.
as opposed to 1.8 in the Hilux.
Yeah, you definitely notice how much bigger they are to look at them. And drivetrain. I think the other thing about this is the drivetrain. They come out with V8 engines.
Yeah.
And you get 2 different options.
You got the 4.6 litre, which gives you 231 kilowatts and 443 newton meters, or a bigger 5.7 litre, which delivers 284 kilowatts and 543 newton meters.
350, 360 horsepower.
But there has been reports
Not
that
massive torque.
there has been reports though that the new Tundra will be coming out with a 3.5 litre V6 turbo,
I don't know.
petrol
More
electric
power.
hybrid powertrain.
Yeah, so more power.
With 300 kilowatts and 650 newton meters of torque.
More power, but I do like the idea of the V8. I assume that would be a diesel V8 too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so because they do like to blow big black clouds of soot out of these things.
But yeah, the V6 is going to be a petrol. That's the torque. But it is a
Okay,
hybrid.
it'll
So
be petrol.
it is a hybrid, so that's where you'll get your range back. We've got a couple comments here. Marv said, finally, been waiting for the Tundra to arrive here since the Hilux.
Okay.
Chris Young said, yep, I want. Rob said he's got a GMC Sierra 1500. It doesn't fit anywhere. Car parks, shops, etc. Our roads, surveys, etc. are too small for them in general.
Yeah, I guess it can be an issue.
Skidmark said, better question is maybe who'd have the Tesla truck.
Well, not too many people are keen on the look of the Tesla truck, but I don't know.
Well, there is a fair few people out there who are keen on it, though. That's the other side of the story. There's a lot of people who are keen, but then
It just comes back to the issue before that I say that I don't want to get home and go, oh crap, I can't go anywhere for the rest of the night because I've got to spend 8 hours charging my car now.
But you do have to do a serious amount of driving to be able to flatten it out, though.
The other thing is, why are we so afraid of the diesel engine? Because everyone want to go to electric because it's clean energy, but we're burning coal-fired power plants to produce this clean energy.
Yeah, but the other thing is we're also talking renewable energy. We're building solar farms and whatnot.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of that, and we're way off powering everything with it, right?
Well, I think China was talking like 2025 or something. They wanted to be powered their whole country off just renewable energy.
See if they get there. They've got all the coal too.
Yeah. There's also
They've
other
got
countries.
all our coal. They're dumping it in the ocean over there. They're storing it over there. They buy it off us and store it.
There's also a lot of countries that are dropping diesel vehicles altogether. 2025, they're not to be on the roads.
Now the problem with that is, they say, oh, the diesel's a big polluter, blah blah blah. But even Mighty Carmine's a recent thing, running a biodiesel car, and the thing with the diesel engine is it will run on so many different fuels.
Yeah, I think it's the dangerous fumes that come out of it, though.
Yeah, but not if you're running it on second-hand cooking oil.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You're getting fish and chip fumes, or burger shop fumes, and it actually does smell from wherever you get the cooking oil from. That's actually what it will smell like. So, I think there is a whole avenue there that they've just shut off from, and that they could also explore.
Yeah,
is my point on that.
B. Perkins said, Diamond doesn't over here. Never cared for them because a bit of a gas hog, from what my buddies say.
Is there other better big trucks that we should have over here? Because we're very limited. The truck market's really only starting to get going in Australia.
Yeah.
Because we've all been about our small utes.
Yeah.
We certainly don't call them trucks. They're dual cab utes. Or, but, our Commodore utes and Falcon utes is all where it was for the tradies. And now we've moved into the big dual cab four-wheel drive utes.
Yeah.
And now starting to push towards that truck market.
Johnny said they did test them down Victoria Way as left-hand drive at the time a while back to see if they would work well here.
Okay.
There you go. Marv said, I would love to see a 2UZ from the Tundra or 4Runner and shove it into a Tarago.
Nugget, Chris Ethel's done some stuff in a Tarago. Not on Nugget Garage channel, but I think it's on Chris Ethel's own personal YouTube. I'm sure he did a V8 Tarago back in the day before he did the. Have you seen the KE20 that had the 1UZ?
Yeah.
Turbo 1UZ. And he's got the he's got the 1J in Mitsubishi Express van, hasn't he?
Yeah. Right, we got a lot of comments to catch up on. Dan J says, can't argue with factory right-hand drive, but I do like the Ram styling, regardless of the Chrysler reliability issues. Will said, has Stev won yet? Stev lost last week. Was it last week or the week before?
Week before?
Week before, because Paulie was last week.
He hasn't entered again yet. Get on Discord if you want to have a go on our quiz, which is coming up. You won't get on tonight, but you can enter and jump in it for
Future
next week.
Yep. B. Perkins said, you guys down there are big Ford Ranger fans. We are. They're like the second best selling vehicle in Australia at the moment, I believe.
Yeah.
I think the Toyota Hilux is the top.
Yep.
Chris Young said, the batteries have rare earth materials in them that we are digging up faster than oil is pumped. The aftermath of mining new minerals is horrendous.
Yes. The crap that goes involved in creating a lithium battery.
Yeah.
And then we've got the problem that we haven't come to yet is disposing of them.
Yeah.
So you just can't be throwing them in the wheelie bin. Disposing of those batteries is going to be a big problem, and they're all going to die before too long, and we will have to. So, yes.
Johnny Skidpig said the diesel was invented to run on peanut oil. There you go.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. And the early diesel engines will run on all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you can run them on the engine oil on some of those early ones. So they will do it. Also says Nugget Garage should build every truck and delivery vehicle in Australia. Yes, they have a lot of fun and do it quite cheaply. We'll go and visit the boys on the weekend. All right.
And
Next story?
Global Flatline says the battery has an oil leak.
Which?
I don't know.
They are dangerous, those damn batteries. So I'm telling you, you can't just dispose of them. That's going to be a big problem.
Yeah. And well, I'm not saying that electric cars are great. I'm just saying that diesel cars aren't amazing.
Yeah, I think there's opportunity for diesel cars to be a cleaner option than petrol cars. And we didn't explore that as much as jumping straight into electric. And electric cars aren't new. Like, that's the other thing. It's all about electric cars being new. Electric cars was actually the first car. We had electric cars before petrol cars. It's just that petrol cars became more efficient and electric cars weren't, because of the technology at that point, obviously weren't to that level. And,
Rat Fink said he's going to the Meekham auction in Kissimmee next month. One of the cars selling is the Steve McQueen Bullet Mustang, the original car from the movie. There you go. He'll be wearing his Overtaking shirt and he'll get it on TV.
Yes, please do. I saw was it a 1976 or I'm not sure of the year now, Bullet Mustang for sale here on the Gold Coast. There was about 160 grand Australian. So recently 782 Motors had one advertised. Wasn't cheap. Well, that'll be cool. We'll have to keep an eye out for those auctions and watch, just in case we spot it. Don't forget to hit the like button as well, guys. I just did it myself. But anyway, next story.
Yep.
You want the next one? Back to self-driving cars. So we probably should have put those two stories together.
Probably.
You're just checking my picture?
Yeah, I am. Honda is set to launch its self-driving car in Japan next year that will take over the wheel, allowing drivers to watch a movie or take phone calls, but it comes with a $91,000 price tag.
I don't think that's the actual Honda car, by the way, but that's a cool picture. Like, turn the steering wheel's at the other side. Turn your seats around, you got the big TV at the back watching your movie.
So it's going to have a level 3 autonomy system. The technology will let the car pilot itself for extended periods of time, and it will launch sometime during summer 2020 in Japan. I would recall a few weeks back that we heard Honda guy saying that we're
Yes.
not going to see autonomous cars
Yeah.
anytime soon. So
And now they're going to have to bring one out. And what is it? $91,000.
yeah.
So is the price on it, and it's
We have-
level 3.
Yeah, we have 6 levels of self-driving automation. I will explain them now.
Okay.
We have level 0, which is the full-time performance by the human driver of all aspects of the dynamic
Which is
driving
what we're all
task,
driving around in at the moment.
even when enhanced by warning or intervention systems. A level 1 is a small amount of control is accomplished by the system, such as adaptive braking if a car gets too close. So think your Mercedes.
Maybe lane assist.
And Mercedes and that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
We've got level 2, which is the system can control the speed and direction of the car, allowing the driver to take their hands off temporarily, but they have to monitor the road at all times and be ready to take over. So that's your lane assist and your adaptive cruise control working together, which we'll talk about very
Level
soon.
2, I think, is the Tesla.
Yeah.
Was it Model 3?
I
that what
think
they
so,
call it?
yeah. No, I think like even Volkswagen has something similar as well with the lane assist and whatnot. I don't think you can take your hands off the wheel, but
Yeah, well, you can with the Tesla.
I think nowadays it's like against the law to take your hands off the wheel with the Tesla. So,
Oh.
Rat Fink's off to work. Catch you later, mate. Have a
See
great,
you, mate.
have a great day.
buddy.
Level 3: the driver does not have to monitor the system at all times in some specific cases, like on highways, but must be ready to resume control if the system requests.
Here you go.
So you're probably not going to be sitting like that.
Tesla's Model 3 sedan, one of the world's most advanced road legal cars with autonomous elements, currently operates at level 2 autonomy. It is equipped for level 3 autonomy, which may be introduced with firmware upgrades in the future.
There you go. We've got level 4 as well. So the system can cope with all situations automatically within defined use, but it may not be able to cope with all weather or road conditions. The system will rely on high definition mapping. And level 5 is full automation. Systems can cope with all weather, traffic and lighting conditions. It can go anywhere at any time in any condition.
Now, the thing is here, right, $91,000 for this car. But a couple of years ago, there was a guy, I think was he a college student? I think.
Yeah, at MIT,
Yep.
I believe.
Who built a device that turns your car
When
into...
he went to the University of Nebraska,
Oh,
it
there
was
you go.
reviewed by MIT.
So he built a device that replaces your rear view mirror. It controls the brakes, accelerator and steering and costs $700 to build. So
There you go.
quite a cheap option. Did you end up loading up the video
I
of
do
it?
have the video. We do have a couple comments that I'll quickly go through before we put the video up.
Alright, go.
Scott said, "Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. It's been a big day at work. That's all right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for
Cheers, mate.
Thanks for doing the work that you're doing down there. You're a legend." B Perkins said, "Open a Tesla repair shop. Instant success."
Yeah.
Marv said, "Just watch Rich rebuilds. The amount of crap he does to rebuild Teslas is nuts."
Rich rebuilds, okay.
Dan Jazz says, "In the background of that photo, you can see that crapper overtaking my Subi."
They're all just chopping the crap out of you tonight.
Scott said, "That's cool. Turn your back to watch TV so that you're not terrified as it runs you into a safety barrier at high speed." And Steve said, "I wonder if you can drink in a self-driving car. Maybe once we reach that level 5. It's probably never going to be a thing until we reach level 5.
Yeah, true.
But let's show this a little
Show the
snippet
video.
of the video because it's a massive
What-
video. So I won't
what
show
they can
the
do
whole
for
thing.
$700, yeah.
Mhm.
Alright
Yeah,
guys,
understand.
you requested a video of the Comma Neo in action here. So I'm in my 2016 Honda Civic Touring. I got it installed up here. So you can see all it's doing to connect is connecting to the cable that's run through the ceiling right here that goes to the OEM camera. And then there's the Comma Neo right there. I got the 3D printing housing and then the USB cable here. I got my parking pass hanging off there and then my fragrance thing from my girlfriend. You can see on the screen, so 65 miles per hour is what I have it set to drive as a top speed right now. And then this green bar that's underneath that, that's the timer. That shows how much time you have left till you have to interact with the car. And if you don't interact with the car, then it'll flash a warning message at you. You can see the screen, it's tracking. I'm going to try to show you as best as I can here. That rectangular box is where it's tracking at. The red plus sign is the car in front of you. The pink line is the path that it's driving. And then you'll see two more solid green lines on the outside edges. That's what it registers and views as the lane that the car needs to stay in. And then that 51 miles per hour is my current speed. And then there's some yellow numbers up there which are kind of hard to see. And that's the distance between the car in front of me and my car, and then how much faster or slower it's going than I am. Sorry about the poor quality here, but I don't have anybody else to take the video while I'm also trying to stare at the road and make sure this thing's doing all right. While it's in action and it's driving your car, you'll see right there, it registers the car in front of you. It's got that icon on, and then it's got the lane watch icon on there. And then I've got this error message that says brake system ever since I installed it, but I haven't looked too much into that. I've only had it installed for...
And we're back.
So we'll cut you short on that one, because it is.
You can find the full video on dailymail.co.uk.
So
just search up Honda set launch self-driving car Japan.
The thing is like here, that system he built for $700, and he did it in a weekend. The hardest part for him to do was like hacking the Android phone.
Well, Mark said George Hotz started that system. He started off as a multi-phone unit, but the software itself is open source. Stephen Jackson's off. See you next week.
See you, mate.
Thanks for tuning in.
It's a do-it-yourself device. Yeah, it's uses hardware design and software shared online by comma.ai. They had originally planned to upgrade cars with that technology, and it's interesting that he was able to build that thing for $700 and do it in a weekend. So, and he said the reason it took him that long was the hacking of the Android system, because he'd never done that before. So yeah, but they're talking about having like a $999 device that you can plug into your car and actually use in that sense. So
yeah, the Neo device consists of a OnePlus 3 smartphone, which is actually a really cheap smartphone to buy. Pretty good specs, yep. Designed with Comma's Open Pilot software, which is now available for free.
Yeah, it's but to get it in a Honda, you're gonna have to pay $91,000. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So,
Danjo says, been in a few level 2 cars. Believe me, we are not ready. Wouldn't want to ride a motorbike around one.
Really? Doesn't pick them up.
And Murphy Boy says, Comma.ai is GeoHot's company.
Okay.
Hotz.
Yep. Well, alright, interesting story though. I thought it was just a little bit interesting, so I threw it in there. But
you got your law. We'll do the laws. We did last week.
We've got two things to talk about before we talk about what's on this weekend, and that is
our quiz. So our quiz people, Johnny Skid Pig, and Marf, you want to jump in the chat?
Be ready to go. We'll do our laws, and then we'll jump onto our quiz, and we'll see how they go. Marf has suggested that we could make this a regular segment. Marf, a regular on our show. He pretty much is now anyway. Yeah. But he said we could make it a regular segment. He wants to call it Can you are you smarter than a brain dead Muppet? So and then everyone comes on and challenges Marf each week.
You're all good, Marf. You got some time while we do the laws. So the laws, as we do, started off as funny car laws, and now it's sort of funny laws because we ran out of funny car laws.
We ran out.
So you pretty much listen out, vote for your favourite one, vote for what one you think is the wackiest, funniest, whatever you define as the better one out of the two between us, and you just drop it in the chat, Tyler or Dave or whatever nickname you want to give the law. That's pretty much it. We got a comment though before we do it. B. Perkins says, what do you guys think? Would you own an electric vehicle? Maybe a Tesla Roadster.
yeah, I'd really like to go and test one to make before I made a decision on it, and I think maybe we should do that. Why don't we see if by the end of January, let's go and test drive an electric vehicle and do a video. Hyundai up the road, I got them.
Give him a call. Ask him if we can make
Well,
a
you
video.
can just go for a test drive.
Yeah, we'll just ask him if we can make a video on
We'll
the
just
test
turn up
drive.
with a camera. But
Well, maybe they
we
might
should.
set us up with something, decent.
Maybe we should, and then see if we can get an opinion on it.
Hmm.
Because I'm very much undecided, just because I'm toss up between the functionality and and all the other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So there's things there that would be alright, and there's other things that are not so alright. So alright, let's
Do the laws. I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. Go.
Well, I challenge thee to a duel. Because a person may not hold public office if he or she has ever participated in a duel in West Virginia. So I don't want to be in office in West Virginia, so let's have a duel.
Challenge to a duel. Okay, that's an unusual law. Well, I've got one.
And it's
from
obviously
Japan.
from the olden times when you take off your glove and...
Challenge the. I've got one. I think I've got you trumped.
probably. I read my law wrong again. It's happened to me multiple times.
Is it wrong?
Yeah, I read it wrong when I read it. When I read it and got the law, I thought it was heaps better than what it was.
I've got one from Japan. Because it is a big issue around the world, right? People overweight and all the rest of it, and obesity. Many places have an issue with that, and I probably fall well into that category. But Japan thought they would really do something about it, and they thought, how can we battle this? So they banned it. They banned it. It is now illegal in Japan to be obese.
There you go.
So they have set a maximum waistline, and the
There you
limit for men is 85 centimetres or a 33.5 inch waist, and 90 centimetres. Women are actually allowed to be bigger.
There you go.
90 centimetres for women or a 35 inch waist. So that's
Who had the better law?
me.
Mine was better when I read it the first time, but it wasn't
How
as
you
good.
first interpreted it the first time round.
Yeah. I thought it was a person may not hold public office if he or she has never participated in a duel. That's why I had that whole I challenged thee to a duel. I had to change my story once I'd already said it.
There you go.
And Jeff said, what happened to the other stream? It dropped out. And also, g'day Jeff, Queensland Hardcore 4 Drive.
Hey, buddy, it died. YouTube just kicked us out. Don't know. It's done it a couple of times in the last few weeks.
Yeah, we've still got internet, still got chat, but the stream's just reconnecting.
So yeah, I think Japan was funnier because I did it, and because it was funnier. I'm definitely illegal in Japan because I certainly have a waistline bigger than 85 centimetres. So,
Make sure you jump in the chat, Johnny. You're up. Jump in the waiting room and I'll drag you in. I'm about to move Muff in once I get these comments quickly. Chris Young said he'd like to design his own electric vehicle but wouldn't know where to start. Danjo says if someone gave him one to drive to work, he would. Can't buy himself one. In saying that, he can't buy a new car either way.
oh, my headphones are dead.
Oh no. Should have charged them up.
Get my lead. I can fix that. How are we going? We're nearly ready to go. We're waiting on the guys.
Marth's already in. I'm about to move him in.
Just waiting on Johnny.
Yep. Kivas said, what about the sumos?
Well, apparently they're illegal.
Scott said he would love to tear the guts out of a wrecked Tesla and stuff it into something small and old like a KE20. There's an idea for you nuggets. V. Perkins says a Japanese fat boy law. What? Chris Young says Tyler, if he's given me the vote, he said if his was the way he thought. So sorry, Dave.
Oh, it wasn't my It's that plug.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit dodgy. I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Hang on. Now I've got something. You got something?
Hello.
Yeah, I got lots now. All good. I'm on. Is Johnny
Right.
there?
Johnny's there. I'm about to move him in. And Scott said, I bombed out this week. Dave wins. Now we've got one vote each so far. All right, let's move him in.
Let's move him in. Let's have a chat to the guys.
Up to me.
All right, Marf's on. G'day.
Hey,
G'day.
Marv.
And Johnny's in as well.
Players.
How we going?
Hey, look at here we
Good,
go.
man. Good.
You got us loud and clear this week, Johnny?
Yeah, sounds good so far.
Excellent.
No storm in Pitts West, so it's all right. Oh, I hope not anyway, so I don't know whether there is.
And
Nah,
All right. Now I can't hear him on my end.
you can't hear him? You haven't
I
got
can
him
hear-
muted, have you?
I could hear him. No, I could hear him in the waiting room perfectly. It's just as soon as I joined in with you
Oh,
guys,
hang on. Hold
I
on.
can't hear his end again.
We'll do this then.
yeah.
We'll
Just give me a sec, guys. It's a little different. I've just got myself a new phone, and I'm just trying to work out where I'm at.
No worries. I'm going to move us all back to the waiting room, see if you can hear him in there. Well,
Okay.
Johnny's in there now, so I'll move you down and I'm going in as well.
And that'll work.
Can you hear me, Tyler?
Yep.
I can hear you. Have you.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Johnny?
Yep, we got you
Yep.
both.
We got you both.
Awesome.
All right.
What's going on?
Oh, no. I got it wrong. Chris voted for you. I read it wrong.
All right. When's the next video coming out, Marv?
Hopefully next week, because I've still got to do the final pieces on here before monsoon season strikes. So we've got about 5 days left before that properly starts. So it'll be sometime after Christmas, probably before New Year, sometime in that week.
Yeah, so you're going to get it into the shed in time?
Yeah, more than likely. I've only got one strut and one wheel hub left, so everything else has been painted and prepped. It's just like now it's a case of bolting it on and just pushing it in now.
Yeah.
And what about you, Johnny? You got any videos coming up, mate?
Yeah, just been flat out with work. We finish up tomorrow, and there'll be another video about that too.
All right. Well, thanks for sending us a care package too, man. Appreciate that. We got our
No worries.
little Chrissy gifts there. We really appreciate that. That's
It's
cool.
perfect timing, too, because my car scent just ran out.
Did it? There you
Yeah.
go. You got plenty to keep you going there
Yeah,
now.
funny thing about that, just I've got one in the Commodore there, and the missus thinks it's too strong.
Stick it under the seat. It always works.
Yeah, well, I've got it in the boot at the moment, so
There you go. All right.
All right.
Well, let's. You guys both know how this works.
I don't know why it's locked again.
Oh, Tyler's. There we go. Tyler's setting up the sound effects.
There we go.
There we go. Well done, Tyler. Okay, let's go. Let's the
Alrighty.
quiz master. Tyler will
We'll
ask
test
the
the
questions.
buzzers quickly. Marv, your buzzer.
Marv,
And Skid Pig.
skid pig.
There we go. Alrighty. Question number 1. The world's first automobile was developed when? 1885, 1895, or 1908?
Marv,
Marv?
1885.
Correct. Bonus points for who
I
developed it.
knew that.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, I don't know if I can give you the point.
If I want to be
It is.
correctly, if I want to be Daimler-Benz.
Pardon? Daimler?
Daimler-Benz.
Well, it was Carl
Yeah,
Benz.
Daimler-Benz.
It was Carl Benz.
It was Carl Benz as a person along with Daimler. Yeah.
We give him a half a point,
All right.
Dave. What do you reckon?
Hang on, my pen's not
What
working,
was the
Johnny.
year on that?
Don't worry.
The year was
What was the year?
1885.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Johnny, you sent me a pen and it's not working.
Oh, probably been in the post for too long. Countless.
Might have been. I'll open up something
Notepad.
here to score. So 1 point so far to Marv.
Mhm.
You're all right. You go to the
Alrighty.
next question.
Question 2. there is an estimated number of cars in the world today. That amount is A, 1 billion, B, 1.5 billion, or C, 1.2 billion.
Skip
Johnny?
What was A again?
1 billion, B, 1.5 billion, or C, 1.2 billion.
B, 1.5.
Incorrect. Marv?
Okay.
Did I hear him correctly say C? I couldn't hear it properly. Over
He
my
said B, 1.5. So you got A or C
Oh,
left.
So he said B. It's C. I'll go with C.
Correct. There are an estimated 1.2 billion cars in the world today, while there were only 500 million in 1986. According to a report that's been released by research house Bernstein, there will be a total of 2 billion cars on the planet by 2040.
Oh. Okay. That's a while away. All right. Question 3.
Question 3. What percentage of the average car's lifetime is spent parked? A, 50%, B, 75%, or C, 95%? Marv?
50%.
Incorrect. Johnny?
Will have to be B, wouldn't it? The 60-something.
75? No, that's incorrect as well. It's actually 95% of a car's lifetime is spent parked.
It definitely is on my cars. 99%. Nah, I gotta get out a bit on weekends.
Yeah, when you think about it, the parked up time is when you parked at work, when you parked at home at overnight.
Yeah, okay.
So there is a bit of parked up time. So
Yep.
alrighty. Question 4. In the case of a crash or an impact, an airbag inflates in how long? A, 30 milliseconds, B, 50 milliseconds, or C, 10 milliseconds?
Skip it.
Yep, Johnny?
C, 10 milliseconds.
Incorrect. No, it's not. Marv?
I would say B. 50 milliseconds.
No, it's incorrect as well. 30. It's 30 milliseconds.
No points again on that one.
One right down the middle, eh?
Alrighty, question 5. In 2018, the car brand that sold the most amount of cars worldwide was A, Toyota, C, Volkswagen, or... why have I written 2 C's? A, Toyota, B, Volkswagen, or C, Ford?
Marv.
What was the question again?
I'll give Marv a go and then I'll read it out again for you. Marv?
Alright.
I'll say Toyota.
That is correct. Toyota sold 8 million cars in 2018.
And Johnny, it
What
was
was that in
it was who sold the most cars in 2018
Worldwide.
worldwide. Yeah.
Oh, worldwide. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that little bit.
Alrighty.
Just happened to cut out.
Damn. Alrighty, question 6. The title car for our recent video from the Sunday sesh was a Daihatsu Mira what?
Marv.
Marv?
Walkthrough.
You go a little bit further. It was a walkthrough.
Walkthrough van.
There we go. Bang.
He will give
Sorry.
He was strict on that one.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving it away.
I was like, walkthrough. I didn't expect the van bit.
Alright, question 7. We talked to Anthony from JRM Auto Garage with the Subi. What motor did he have in it?
Marv.
Marv?
He was quick.
SVX motor 3.3 EJ33.
Correct. Dead on.
Oh, no, it was a 6-cylinder.
It's one of my favourite projects, that's all. I've always admired that.
Well, there you go. Well, we might be getting a spin in it soon, so...
Yeah, we'll go and visit the boys and go for a drive in
They
it.
said it goes pretty hard. Spins all
it
4
does,
on the highway.
and
Look at the
minus
Golly
any
one, it does
criticism.
low 7s at almost 200 miles an hour. So you
Oh,
figure that in a
no.
street car. Wow.
Crazy stuff.
And that CB2's also got the radiator in the rear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's no room for front.
That's the one.
And
Yeah.
this is, well, they explained to us as well, this is just their tester project. But they're going to take it further. They've got a built motor that they're getting ready to put into it and turn the dial up to 11. Because this is just slap the turbos on and not run it too hard so that it blows everything up.
Well, it'd have 600 odd horsepower, I think.
500, I think.
Yeah.
And something 1,200 newton meters of torque, but they had to dial it down.
Had all 4 wheels.
Mm.
Crazy.
Alrighty. Number 8. Dave from Gardner Cars had the Ford Ranger with an epic setup with a supercharged LSA under the bonnet. What was this ute set up to do? Marv?
Skipping.
He just beat your
Drift.
Marfs in. Yeah.
Drift. Yeah.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, where's me? Oh, where's me?
Yeah,
That's
no,
good.
I deserve that. Boo.
There you go. Well, I always have sound effect problems.
I didn't put an answer in again. What am I doing?
Oh, we can't take you anywhere, Tyler.
I did it for nearly every question this time.
You said tonight he was really confident too. He said, I made sure I got all my answers in there as well this week. And guess what? He didn't. We should just... You don't know the answer?
No.
Shouldn't you know the answer? I hope it's not about one of our videos.
No, it's not.
Just got to look it up quickly before he asks the question.
I'm just going to dodge this question. This is not even the answers that are on mine. I probably picked a quiz from 1980s or something.
Right, next
we'll
question.
dodge it. Number 10. Which famous song mentions Chevrolet? A. American Pie. B. She's in Love with the Boy. C. Keeping the Faith. D. All of the above. Or E. None of the above. Marv, I heard you buzz in.
Yeah. I will say A for sure, but I was just the other two. I'm like, no, I'll go A only.
That's incorrect. It is correct, but it's incorrect.
Johnny.
I've given him a bit. Yeah, that is correct. I give him a big hint with what I said. So
He needed that one, Johnny. That got you on the board.
Yeah, I'm not quick enough on the buzzer.
you need to get a recording of your voice saying skid pig so you can just hit the button real quick. Alrighty. Now, I've got my bonus question, which is now my 10th question.
Go.
Who's cooler, Dave or Tyler?
Marv.
Marv?
Oh, good on you.
Dave all day.
Yeah.
You can say incorrect, but it's still Dave all day.
Stop, no.
I can't pick between you.
I think he's definitely right.
My answer is I can't pick between you.
Both of you boys. Both of you boys. Come on.
I didn't know he put that in there. That was funny.
Wanted to have a little serve then.
Oh, good stuff. Well, Marv, you have come out on top, 6-1. Well, 7-1 because I think he got the last question right.
Yeah, the answer was Tyler. I like Johnny. I'll give him a point because he went with the diplomatic approach.
Okay, so it's 6-2.
Yeah.
But Marv, you have come out on top again, and mate, carry over champion for another week.
Mm-hmm.
This has definitely become your
boring.
Yeah.
It's getting to be boring, you know. Yeah, for you guys, you're going to have to say this again, all the way until that Lambo ride.
Well, mate, yes, I know you're pretty keen on it.
Step up. Oh, I'm keen on it, but I want one of the guys watching and anyone, please.
We need more entries.
So
because it's all more fun when there's more people entering. So I don't care who it is. We're all here together, so let's all just have some fun.
Get on it. It's not hard to do Discord. Johnny, you'd never done Discord before, had you? And you jumped on there and made your way onto it to enter.
Yeah.
You just jump on, sign up. It's not that hard. So Tyler will throw the link up again for Discord for everyone else. Jump on there. Go into the giveaways channel.
I'll even set it up right now.
Get on it. And I'll tell you what. Let's up the ante and we'll send something to Johnny because he sent us something.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to send something out to Johnny. Now he's already got an Overtaking Lane sticker, but we'll get him. I've got some other bits and pieces there. I'll send you out some stuff, Johnny. Send you a little prize for being a good sport and getting on there and applying each week to be on there. And
Awesome.
whoever comes on next week will also make sure that we've got a prize for everyone on next week. So there's definite giveaways.
All right, I'll add that in.
All right.
I'm just one.
So there's no excuse, anyone. You know, you've just got to go onto Discord, just hit that little party favour button, enter.
Win or
And
lose.
next week,
Win or lose, you get
and
something.
let's see. Yeah, exactly. And let's see if you're smarter than a brain dead muppet.
So win or lose, you will get something. So get on there and have a go. Come on the show. And
It's all in good fun too.
it is always good fun. So perfect. And thank you guys for tuning in and every week and coming in and doing this. So well done to you guys.
And always thank you guys for putting this on. If it wasn't people like you doing stuff like this, the community wouldn't be as great as it is.
Thank you. Well, it's
No.
comments like that make us to do this sort of stuff. So
Yeah, it's good fun. I think we've got a great car community out there, and we've got a good little YouTube community. So many of you guys that are on here every week are also YouTubers as well. And I think it's just cool that we all get in and do stuff like this. And we've got another YouTuber just tuned in, Hodges. Hot Wheels and Diecast has just tuned in as well, saying g'day. He's been watching a few of our videos. So he did a FJ Holden panel van Hot Wheels rebuild
there you go.
on his channel this week.
Oh, nice.
So if you
Check it out.
check it out, and if you check out Fex Death as well, that usually comes on and comments on a lot of our stuff. He also does a lot of Hot Wheels stuff. So. All right, guys, we'll let you guys go. We'll do the what's on, and as we said, whoever jumps in there, we've got something for Johnny, and we've got something for everyone next week as well. So jump on Discord and enter.
Just before we go,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just let you guys know that speed.
Oop, I missed that. I missed what you said. You cut out a little bit there.
Yeah, so I don't know. It must be the Wi-Fi. I'm going to be at the Charlton Speedway helping. At the
Oh.
big Speedway.
Big Speedway, mate. You'll be out there helping out.
Yeah,
Charlton Speedway.
just outside.
You're cutting in and out a bit there. Your service is phone service might be a bit dodgy at the moment, but yeah, did you say dates then, or when you're going to be out there? No, it's not working. Throw it in comments for us, Johnny. Type it in, and we'll see what's happening. All right, we'll do the what's on. Throw that in comments for us, and what your dates you're going to be at the Speedway. I haven't been out Charlton Speedway for a long, long time. I used to spend a lot of my youth out there. As a child, my parents would take me out to Charlton Speedway. So.
I think Marth was going to say something as well before.
No, I wasn't actually. I was leaving it all for Johnny. From my end, take care, everyone, and see you all later. I'll see you next week, boys.
All
Too
right,
easy.
see you then.
Cheers.
All right, let's do what's on, Tyler. Drop the headphones off. And jump on what's on.
Jump on the events page, which I'll throw a convenient little link in the chat here for everyone.
Throw a link there because all the events and a few people, message me quite often, and even again this week they'll ask me about what's on this weekend or is there any shows coming up, and the best place that you can find that out is on our website now because we're throwing as much as we can.
And if you're a host of an event, don't hesitate to let us know so we can put it in the calendar for everyone to see.
Yeah, we've got events now, I think, in the calendar listed up until about November next year.
It's showing Fridays from last week for me for some reason.
Hasn't updated?
No, that's all right.
Yeah, it is still showing some old ones. It normally drops them straight out. But they're definitely in there. You just click on more events down the bottom, and it'll just keep coming up for whatever weekend
We
you're
do
after.
have a couple of comments though. Chris Young said he has the memory of a colander, and you would all laugh at my farmer English accent. It's all for a bit of fun, so if you want to have a go,
And if you
never
give us a
know,
laugh, that's a good thing.
yeah.
We're here for everyone to laugh at all the time.
Scott said, I'm keen to have a go, but I'm going to wait until I know that I can actually turn up to compete. No worries, no worries.
Fair enough.
Well, it's up there for 6 days, so everyone's got some time up until Christmas Day.
Yeah, jump in there, and it'll be Boxing Day that we're on next. So if anyone...
And keep your eyes peeled for something on Boxing Day. Little secret.
Is there? Okay.
We spoke about it the other day.
I forget.
And B. Perkins is out. I'm out, guys. Take care. Catch you later. Have a great day.
Thank you for joining us, mate.
And,
Appreciate you commenting and joining us tonight.
Grant said, go the YouTube.
Excellent. Go the YouTube. So let's jump into our events. We've got a few to go through. So obviously kicking off with Friday tomorrow, the 20th. There's
a morning skid pan on at Mount Cotton in Brisbane, 8:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. at the Mount Cotton Driver Training Centre.
There is also a free Gold Coast Christmas car show, food, beer and music on Beaudesert Nerang Road on Gold Coast, 231 Beaudesert Nerang Road from
That's
5
the
p.m.
Country Paradise Parklands.
It is Country Paradise Parklands, is it? There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been there before. Nice spot, actually.
It is.
Haven't been out there in the evening, but certainly been out there at day. I don't know what the lights are like.
Yeah, no idea.
Been only there at the day. But 231 Beaudesert Nerang Road, 5 p.m. through till 9 p.m.
We've got the Schultz Christmas meet and greet. That's their last meet and greet down at Schultz for 2019.
Plainlands.
5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
So that's opposite Plainlands Hotel, Schultz's Meat Tavern, in between Brisbane and Toowoomba. I've got to flick over to the next day.
Marv said being laughed at is in my job description. Well, we're still on Friday, not the next day.
We're still at the next page.
So we got the Christmas special food trucks and classic. That's the same one.
It's just
done
listed
double,
as a
done
different
double.
name.
Yep. Well, I'll go to the next one then. Sporto's Car Meet is on December 20th. Glasshouse Mountain Sports Club. Usually a fairly big
Up
one
at
out
Sunny
there. I've heard.
Coast.
So
Yeah.
6 p.m. till 9 p.m. that one.
Now let's talk Saturday. Saturday, we got Cars and Coffee, Jindalee. Now, and was it? I can't remember. Someone, I can't remember who it was. Someone made a comment. It might have been Hodges, Hot Wheels, commented about the Cars and Coffee at MTAQ, one of our recent videos, and said, "Wow, so many cool cars."
Yeah.
Now that's a Cars and Coffee event thing. These things are on dime a dozen up here every weekend, and let's just list them now. So Saturday, you're at Cars and Coffee Jindalee at Jindalee Home.
Cars and Coffee at North Lakes, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. at 21 Torres Crescent, North Lakes.
You got Cars and Coffee Gold Coast at 7:30.
Mudgeeraba.
That's on Mudgeeraba Road at Mudgeeraba. So
And that's it for the Cars and Coffee.
that's
on
it for
Saturday.
the Cars and Coffee that I've got listed.
Because next
There's
we've
heaps
got,
more.
oh yeah, we've got the Grip and Slide at Lakeside, Brisbane, 21st of December. On the Saturday again, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. at Lakeside International Raceway.
Yeah, now Hot Rod Classic and Muscle Car Show is on at Redcliffe Showgrounds. That's one to go and check out. Love your hot rods. That's on at 4 p.m. on Saturday. So Redcliffe Showgrounds. It's like pre-86 model vehicles. They do that third Saturday of every month, that one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We've got Barney's. Barney's is on Decemberfest, Pine Rivers Show. It's Brisbane's biggest car show, food festival and trade show at the Pine Rivers Showgrounds. $5 entry per person from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m.
We've got a rally day on out at Willowbank as well. That's on Sunday. So kicking
I've
over
heard
into
that the
Sunday.
rally stuff out there is actually pretty fun. So
Yeah. It's back. Willowbank Rally is back. Incredible amount of track time, apparently, and an unforgettable day in any car.
we've got the Aussie
cost
Hot.
in your own car is $135,
Oh, there you go. It's not too bad.
or you can hire a car.
I
And
think
that's
they've got
$2.90.
WRXs and stuff out there. So.
Yeah, $2.90 for that. So 8:30 a.m. that is on Sunday.
Okay. We got the Aussie Hot Rodders Inc. Cars, Bikes and Coffee by the Bay Show at Waterloo Bay Hotel, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. Very popular location, that one.
I think that one will be very big too. Worth getting up to the Waterloo Bay Hotel for that. What time was that one starting?
10 a.m. on Sunday.
So,
And that's it? Is that
well, that's our events that we've got listed for the weekend. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we find all of our events primarily through Facebook.
it? Yeah.
So there's some great show pages on there. There's if you're not in those pages, jump in them. Things like Brizzy Chrome Bar Cruises. There's Queensland car shows and events. There's a few different ones. Well worth checking out.
Yeah.
Anything we see in there, though, we do find it, we like it, we put it in our calendar, and we get it up on the website so that you guys can find it on there as well. So, you can always check it out, and as soon as they come on, we put them on the calendar so you can click through as far forward as you can to see what's on there. Predominantly, we've got mainly Queensland events, but I'm trying to put in some Sydney events and stuff as well, whatever I can find. I try and throw them in there as well. So.
Johnny said, not wrong with the delay. I'm going to be at the Charlton Speedway on 4th, 5th and 6th of January weekend, helping out in the middle of the track in the forklift. There's a live stream on there, clayperview.com.
Okay. Yeah, right. We'll check that out.
G'day, Edward. How you going? I went to TAFE with Edward. You met Edward at the graduation.
Oh, yeah. G'day, mate. How are you?
He said, how you going, Tyler and Tyler's dad? We're going very good.
We're doing real well.
We're just reaching the end.
So, good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
But we are near the end of our show. So it's what else we got to talk about?
Not much else, is there? It's coming into Christmas. Just got a few videos to release. We're not really going to many shows at the moment, if any.
Just until
so
after
many Christmas parties.
We've got some we got Christmas parties on the weekend. So I've got 2 Christmas parties on Sunday and 1 on Saturday. So I've got 3 Christmas parties to go to on the weekend. Very popular this year.
Yeah,
it's good. So I've already hosted one here last weekend.
There's been
I hosted.
I think there's been like 6 in the last 2 weeks.
I hosted a work one on the boat, and then had one here for the Bearded Villains last week, and then we got 3.
I had mine on the Sunday after your Bearded Villains one.
Yeah, it's been a crazy time. Got plenty to do on the weekend. Plenty to pop around and have a drink with.
And Edward's going good. Awesome to hear, mate. Awesome to hear. Marv said, well, in 2 weeks we have Summer Nats. Got to have that in your plans. I wish we could. I can't afford it.
Yeah, Tyler couldn't afford it, and we've got family coming. So Sally's brother is coming to stay, and the nephews, and we'll probably find a car show or 2 to take those guys out to because they love their cars as well. I know nephew and the brother-in-law are building some HQ tonners at the moment, so. That's their projects, and I'd love to check out some car shows coming up from
so broke that I could hardly afford my car service, but big shout-outs to PJR on the Gold Coast here. They hooked me up with a cheaper service.
Hooked you up with a cheap service today?
Yeah, helped me out a lot. The car needed a service.
Could have done it, so...
Yeah, I'm just lazy. I don't have axle stands, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
And then we should also, on the end of the show, do a shout-out again to our major supporter, Superformance. Check them out if you haven't already.
Definitely. If you do enjoy the show, please. Mal's wearing our Overtaking Lane t-shirt.
Jump on the website. Grab some merch.
Yeah.
Even a sticker. Anything helps.
Yeah. No.
Even just sharing the videos out. That's the one thing. So.
Yeah. Please help us get some more views. We've got we cracked over 3,000 people on Facebook this week. So I think we're about 3,100 people now on Facebook. We've got still around 2,400 on YouTube. We certainly haven't got as many views. We'd like to try and get a few more, so keep promoting it, keep helping us out. You guys are wonderful, and we really appreciate it. And if you do want merch, it is there on the website. And that's probably the best way to support us because you get something from it as well. There is donate and things like that. You can donate through the website. You can donate through YouTube. But I think the main thing is that you can get onto the website and buy merch, and you're getting something of value rather than just giving us money. You actually get something worth that amount of money, which is the way to do it. And that promotes us too by wearing that shirt around as well. Other people see it, and it's good shirts to be seen in the car scene shirts.
Chris said, just rain, snow, more rain here.
Wow. Snow.
Jeff's
What is
off.
snow?
Night, guys. Got to feed the bub. Catch you all later. No worries. Thanks for tuning in. As you said, Mal's going to wear the Overtaking Lane t-shirt at Summonats for us. Cheers. Thank you. Johnny Skid Pig said he's doing 2 tomorrow. The Skid Pig's going to get flogged. Summonats is a bucket list as well as Bathurst.
Yeah,
There you go.
definitely rocking that
and,
stuff next year.
Grant said we have 2 XK Fords to commence in the new year. You better come with the camera. There you
Yeah,
go.
we better.
Definitely need to get down there. Yeah.
Definitely. We've got to go and do some stuff, and we want to. We've got to go and get that footage
Yeah.
before we run out of time to do that. So let's get onto that real soon. And you want to check out the shop? You haven't been out
Yeah,
the
I
back
haven't
yet.
been out the shop yet.
Yeah, so we definitely got to get
Even
there.
Jamie's been through.
Yeah, I know. Everyone. The guys are great there. So.
Yeah, they are.
All right, those of you stuck through to the end, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Johnny says see ya, Marv says see ya. We say see ya, and
I'll switch us over to
see
the
us on
screen where we hide.
Tuesday with the next video. What's on Tuesday? Which is our video for Tuesday?
No idea. I think it's one of your ones.
One of his ones. So Tyler's the edit man. He's all his free time. All right, thanks guys. See
Merry
yous in the
Christmas
next
to
one.
everyone, because it will be Christmas before they see us on the live show again. So
Yeah, definitely. So Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time off if you got any, and get out to a car show.
yeah, do it.
Be seen in the car scene.
We'll see you in the next one.